Natasha from Polished Inside and Out. I've just thought I would give you a little bit of information about Pilates. So what is Pilates? Well, Pilates is a series of exercises that works the body or the muscles from the inside out. If you know my business name, it's Polished Inside and Out. I do Pilates and I also do beauty therapy. So polish the nails, polishing the skin, polishing the body, any body polishes, massages, things like that. But then also I like to work the body from the inside out, or the muscles from the inside out. I believe in what you're eating, your homeostasis, your mental health, things like that. And I believe that everything we put in comes out and everything we put into it exercise wise, not just food, but like working our muscles the right way will show on the outside as well. So Pilates, working the muscles from the inside out, what does that mean? So over time our body changes. When we're a baby, we're born and we can't sit up or anything, we're just kind of lying flat and a mum has to carry us or a dad has to carry us around. And over time we learn to start to kind of sit up. We might not be able to sit up on our own, we might have to learn a bit of balance, and then we might start after that, once we've worked our core and we've been able to sit up and actually sit up straight without something supporting us behind us, then we'll start to crawl. So we're starting to crawl and move, we're using our limbs. Then we'll figure out that we can actually get up on things and hold things to balance, and then hopefully get up to standing and then walking. So the first thing we do is working like to turn over and things when you're a baby. It's all the core, it's all this centre part that we're working. And then we learn to sit up and balance, and then we're realising we have to stack our shoulders on top of our pelvis and use our core to support us when we're doing that. Then we understand that we've got limbs, and then we can use that as well. But without this starting part, it doesn't work. So over time, unfortunately, our bodies change. So we've been a baby, we've been a toddler, and over time, because of like environmental pressures, your lifestyle, your occupation, maybe you're stressed, and you've had injuries or illness, then our body starts to change again. So we learn how to, and then we learn how not to as such. So our body changes. So if we're sat at a desk all day long, we're looking at iPads and phones all the time, our posture totally changes. Driving, my job, I'm forward posture, and if you didn't realise, I actually have quite a bad back problem myself, which I'll talk about in a second. But our body changes because of these things. If we're ill, if we're in a lot of pain, we might become tight in shoulders. If we're stressed, we might definitely get tightness as well. And it also affects like your homeostasis, your hormones, your mental health. And then it's all connected. Everything we do is all connected, our mental and physical bodies. So Pilates, what is Pilates? Pilates helps re-educate the brain on how to control the muscles by adjusting the fire order of the muscles and the muscle recruitment. So the first thing we should do is recruit our core, our pelvic floor. These are our deep stabilizing muscles. So we need to engage those first. We can't engage those correctly without our postural alignment being correct. So if we're sitting up tall, shoulders stacked on top of pelvis, you can engage your stomach muscles. If I sit back and I'm curling my body, I try and engage it doesn't engage as well. So you need to get your alignment, your posture correct, and then engage your muscles. And then you can work your more superficial muscles in the like shoulders and around the pelvis area on top, maybe like the abdominals, not the deeper muscles, then to keep that posture in place with the security of these deep stabilizing muscles. Then we use our mobilizing muscles, so our limbs and things like that. So we should secure, check we're in our right positioning, our alignment, and then move. But what we tend to do is move, maybe try and keep our back straight, but nothing's happening down here, none of this is engaged. And then we end up with injuries and things like that. So also Pilates in turn rebalances the body, restores the alignment and posture, and it also brings back the homeostasis systems and maximises energy efficiency. So if all your hormones hormones are a little bit more stable, balanced and looked after, your energy levels are also looked after. If we're constantly firing out the adrenaline and things like that for fight and flight, we're stressed, we're not feeling well, we're under a lot of pressure or in pain, then you've constantly got adrenaline going, you're not going to be energized, are you? You're going to be exhausted. So also Pilates helps you balance your homeostasis. There's a few moves that you lying on your back's really good for that, because you're on your parasympathetic and sympathetic systems, calming everything and balancing it out. We also roll on the back as well in some of the moves. So it's a really good thing to do. It balances out hormones, which also in turn then helps you relax, stabilizes the brain, stabilizes the muscles, and helps circulation and everything. It is fantastic. Also, just being in a class for an hour when you're focusing on just you can't think about much else, because I'm going, engage your core, make sure your shoulders are on top. You're constantly going for a checklist in your brain about you and your body. You're really in tune with your body then. So then also you're not worrying about anything else outside. So it's really important to just have that mindfulness as well. So it's relaxation with education, and also improving your body. I couldn't recommend it any better. So I was also saying I had a back problem. So I had a back problem, I think it was when I was mid-20s. I didn't know it was a back problem, I just had pain in the side here. It was misdiagnosed, they didn't know what it was. It took 5 years before it started going into my leg, and I couldn't move, couldn't bend, couldn't put my shoes on, couldn't do anything. It was absolute agony on so many painkillers. And it's not fun, because then it hurts your stomach. So then if you're taking lots of medication and it's not great for the stomach and great for your appetite and things like that, then you're not going to be able to engage these muscles very well either if they're inflamed or annoyed. And also mentally I was a bit foggy, I didn't feel right, so nothing was working. So even though the pain might have been lessened because of medication, in turn I wasn't feeling right and being able to use my body properly either. So I thought, I've got to get off this medication, I've got to decide what to do. And I was recommended to go see Lynn at Pure Balance. If you don't know her, go and say hi, she's amazing. And it's Karina did a posture assessment on me, and Lynn and Debbie did private classes for me, and private one-to-one sessions, because I literally couldn't move. I was shaking, I was in pain, I had no confidence in my body at all, and they taught me how to engage and re-educate my body. So stabilizing, using our pelvic floor. I don't even think I knew really properly what pelvic floor was even then, and then making my alignment, my posture better, and then moving my limbs slowly, then moving into classes with, say, someone like Kate as well, Kate, Debbie and Lynn doing the classes, and Karina, lots of you, and I absolutely loved it. And slowly, it did take a good 2 years, I came able to touch my toes again and move and feel strong and confident and not in pain. That's the most important thing. I do get the odd twinge now, but I also thought then, I need to know more about this. This is amazing. So I trained. So here I am. I'm now a Pilates instructor myself. I still work with those ladies in Pure Balance, but it's such a good thing, Pilates. It's re-educated my brain so I can manage my condition. It's never going to really go away without surgery, but I can manage it and maintain it now with the education I know of engaging my pelvic floor, checking my core, my powerhouse, and then moving. And knowing movement is good, but the right movement as well, not sitting for too long and things like that. And managing what you need to do, and that's what I do with my clients. I find out what works for them. I ask them before classes and after classes, you know, how did you feel with that? Did that improve it? And then we switch it up and we make it very individual. And that's another thing about Pilates, it's totally individual for any of you, because like for me, I'm really flexible, and that's why I probably do have a back problem. So lots of movement, lots of mobility, but not that strong. And I am hopefully now after all my Pilates training. But then if your muscles are flexible, it's great, but there are also lots of movement. You're not stabilizing and looking after the spine, or the whole body, the actual bones of the body, the skeletal system. So if you're strong, that's great, it supports that skeletal system, your skeleton, but If you're too strong, it can cause stiffness, so then you're not mobile. So it's like a catch-22. You want a bit of everything, and this is what Pilates does. It re-educates the brain for training which muscles in which order should be firing. When we're doing an exercise, which muscle are we actually working? What's the primary muscle and the secondary muscle? So I'll be going, this is your glutes, this is your bottom, not your thighs. That's sort of something like the shoulder bridge. And everyone's saying, I feel it in my thighs. Well, tell them to switch off. Our limbs try and get involved, and then this centre bit doesn't work, and then it does, the whole body doesn't connect with itself then. So one of my favourite quotes from Joseph Pilates is, if you are age 30 but you're stiff and out of shape, you're old. If you are age 60 but you're supple and strong, you are young. And I was old at 25 and I feel younger at now 35. So it's really important to understand that, keeping your body healthy and strong and flexible and mobile and in the right postural alignment, and also your homeostasis, your mind and your hormones are polished from the inside and out. You might stay a bit younger for a bit longer, and definitely feel better. I could never go back to that back pain, and so many people are in that knee pain or shoulder pain or neck pain, and it's finding the right ways to work you and train your body around your injuries or illnesses. And if you don't have anything like that, prevention is better than cure. If I knew about Pilates before I had my injury and that it would stop me from doing that, I would have done it. If that's the perfect world though, isn't it, that we could plan before? But you might become injured. Let's try and get that body safe and stable and strong and flexible and mobile before you then maybe become ill or injured or life gets on top of us. So yeah, that's a bit about Pilates. I believe it trains your body to be its best. It gets a little bit of everybody. So for like me, I need to strengthen. For like my partner, he probably needed more flexibility. So we do things like the seated twist. I can move loads, but my partner finds it extremely hard. So it's very different for every single person. So for like, in my class, I'll say it's shoulder bridge, and there'll be two people going, oh no, and then there'll be two people going, yay, and then there'll be the rest, you know, it's okay. And then we'll do push-up, and the next two different people will be going, yay, then two different people will be going, oh no, because it works on what you need. So it finds your weaknesses and tries to improve them. It finds your strengths and just makes them at their best. So it's very individual for every single person, and it'll be totally different experience for all of you. But I can't recommend Pilates enough, but hopefully that gives you a little bit more detail about what Pilates is. It's also giving you a little bit more information about me and why I do Pilates, but also a little bit about Joseph Pilates and his theories about it as well, you know, that you can be younger at an older age if your body is able. If we polish ourselves from the inside and out, we can look after our skin, our nails, but also our full body, our skeletal system, our cardiovascular system, that's all our muscles, our bones, our respiratory system, our breathing. It looks after your posture for your breath and being able to breathe better, which is vital at the moment with things like COVID about. So yes, that's a little bit about Pilates. I hope you enjoyed my video, and I will see you again soon. Thanks guys.